Good morning. Welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream.
Today is a very special day. Number one, we have a special guest. And number two, it's a very special boy's first birthday.
Oh, God.
It's Momo's birthday.
Momo got into bed with us this morning, and I'm like barely awake. It's 6 o'clock in the morning,
I'm
and
barely awake.
I hear Jeannie go, "Oh, happy birthday!"
That's better than remember.
That's like
Patrick's birthday.
I don't even get that
I was like,
on my
happy
birthday.
And Patrick's birthday, I tell him,
She's like, "Do the dishes.
You better take out the trash." Poor Patrick. Oh, poor. And then when I walk in the house, I go, "Where's the love of my life?" But I'm talking about Momo. But you're the love of my life. You're the real love of my life. So, he is not here today because
Kids are home.
Kids are home. No school today.
So,
Oh, I didn't find something.
let's talk really quickly about air filters. So, the exact thing that happened last year is happening now, which is everybody wants an air filter now. So I ordered 25 air filters a week ago on Monday. They're actually supposed to send me tracking information on that today, and quite frankly, I kind of was expecting to get the air filters by today. That said, I've never ordered 25 air filters before. Just simply, we've always sold air filters, but, we were selling 5 or 6 at a time. All 25 of those air filters are spoken for. So I put in an order. And I mean, everybody's seen the forecast. I mean, they're talking about this smoke being here for the next couple of weeks. So I put in another similar order for air filters. I've actually got to kind of walk myself back through because I've had all these people go, "I want one, I want one, I want one." And I'll try to figure that out over the next couple of days. But long story short,
We don't have them.
You
might not be able to get them.
You're
going to have to wait.
They haven't told me, because with the last order, it did sound like they were really trying to parse. They're like, "We're getting all these orders in." We took financial steps to ensure that they were going to send us the order last week, essentially right away. I communicated with them yesterday. They were going to get me tracking information on that order by this morning. I have not seen that. And then I am to have another order hopefully release in the next day or two to fill those that we've sold out and then some. So long story short, we're doing our best to get a bunch of air filters.
But everyone's trying to get an air filter.
Now everybody wants an air filter. Remember, like 5 weeks ago, I was like, "Get them now!"
I'm like, "Patrick, just stop." Everyone, we all wait. We all wait until
get them before it's too late.
Until it's dire. But I know I'm thankful.
I mean, they're like limiting the amount that every dealer can order, trying to get all their dealers
trying to be fair.
A mix of orders. So I've not yet seen what they're going to release from this last order, but long story short, we're trying to get as many air filters in as we can. And
if you do want one, do you have a list? Like, what do you have?
I mean, I've got emails, and then
that doesn't sound very organized.
I told people to buy them online.
Buy them online.
I told people to buy them online.
Because we're going to fill those first.
And, I mean, some of them have already bought them.
Yeah.
So, I know where the filters from the last order are going.
They make
There's
a huge
some new
difference.
products. There's some new products that are really cool. Like, they're these clean and cool fans. And it was funny because where they really kind of argued with me was on the air filters. They didn't really argue with me on the fans. And so the fan has an air filter in it. and it's a cleanable air filter, and
So it looks like, you know, the fans that we sold before?
yeah, it looks like the
that?
F230,
Where's
but
the filter?
It's got the filter later. So so the filter sits in the back of the fan.
That seems so small, though.
Hey, it's something.
It is something.
And so I actually in my most recent ordered a bunch of those, hoping that they'll release those. So I'll find that out this morning. So
when we're running our filter, you don't smell the smoke in the room that it's running.
well, and then you walk out and you're like,
And then
whoa.
you walk out and you're like, whoa, there's lots of smoke in the house. So get one to protect yourself and your family. I mean, they're pretty amazing.
I mean, it was funny. My mom called about a filter this morning, and I was like, Mom.
We had a conversation with her at the very end. She goes, so what about air filters? But it wasn't for, I don't know if she want another one?
She wants another one.
Yeah.
So
I'd get in the queue. Get in the queue, folks.
yeah, and for those of you that are struggling with the feed, try YouTube. The YouTube feed, for whatever reason, Facebook seems to be much more affected, although, once again, it's clean on our side. So let's talk deal of the day, and then I'll get out of the way because we do have a special guest.
Special.
We remain roughly a week out on sewing service. We remain, 3 or 4 days out on vacuums. We've got weird shipping stuff happening right now in that. So one of the things that that I recently heard about was the fact that like FedEx isn't shipping. Like FedEx is actually turning away. Like, so brother sent me tracking information on stuff, and then the stuff did not get picked up by FedEx Freight for like several days. And I've actually had a couple of other distributors tell us that they can't get their FedEx or UPS pickups. So that's, basically what's going on there. So stuff is taking a little bit longer to get to us right now. Deal of the day.
What? I read headline news on CNN, and it said shipping is going to get worse. This was like headline news. And the title of the article was something like, shipping is going to get worse. What does this mean for your Christmas shopping?
Oh, God, we're talking about that already?
So do your Christmas shopping now. Come on down to A1 and do your Christmas shopping now. On a brighter note, on a brighter note, oh my God, I still don't know anything about Summer Glory. But when you do get it, you're going to be so ahead.
On a darker note, no.
You're going to be so ahead for next summer. However, I did
so happy
everything
to hear
else.
that, Karen.
Everything else that's released, I'm like, everything's coming in. Your hole punches probably will be here at the end of the week. So if you ordered the black, like, perfect punch, those will probably be here end of next week. But I got shipping confirmation on Happy Snowman. It's cute. I stitch it out.
We had
as
like some, I don't want to say random people, but some people I didn't recognize reaching out on the website. I forwarded you some emails from the A1 Vacuum and Sewing about that.
I stitched. This is part of why I'm so tired, because I was up late every night stitching, sewing, and up early doing baby lock tech classes. But I'm hoping, like, I just need to press it out and sew it together. That, I hate putting on backing and binding.
I told you I'd do that.
I know Michelle said she'd do it for me. But I want to do it with a hanger. Like, I want to make sure I put hangers on it.
I can do that too.
Oh my God. So, but I'm hoping I can have it tomorrow. I'm not staying late tonight. I'm going to go home and try and finish that. But
You know why she's going home early? It's Momo's birthday. On my birthday, she's like, I'm staying late.
that's not true. That's not true. So anyways, I hope to have that to show you. So I have a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be coming in. Good stuff is coming in.
All right.
Glow in the dark thread. That hopefully will be here at the end of the week. Everyone got that. We sold out like instantly. So that'll be here hopefully the end of the week. If not, beginning of next week.
So, deal of the day, and then I will get out of here. So, the giveaway, and we should do that too this morning. Do we have a free giveaway?
Yes.
So, we are giving away
wraps. They're spool huggers. I love
Cibo
these.
Duo P Clean Box. And then this is also the deal of the day is the Cibo Duo system. So there is a video, and I'm going to have to see if I can pull that video or if I need to redo one for Technique Tuesday on how to use this stuff. But part of the giveaway is going to be the Cibo Duo P for those of you who answered the cleaning products question. In the clean box, you get 1 pound of the cleaning powder, the micro sponges. You get a nice box to hold it in, and then you get a 2-part carpet brush. So what I always tell folks is don't just leave it in the box. Like I leave it in the bag, I cut the bag, and then I'll like put a clothespin or a chip clip or something on the bag as well. But you can pour it out.
We don't have clothespins.
You scrub it into the carpet there. There's also kind of a fine carpet comb to make that work too. The Duo cleaning powder is normally $24.99. There's a national special on that right now for $19.99.
That's the lid. Did you see that? I didn't realize that was the lid.
Leave it to the Germans.
My God.
To design something awesome.
That's fantastic.
It is on the site, I think, for $17.99. So
everyone needs this. If you have any carpet, even if it's an area rug, I'm a believer.
She was not a believer until Momo ate a stick.
It's not that I wasn't a believer, but I had never seen it in action like that. Usually I just go, Patrick, you better clean that up, and I just leave the room. But this time I watched just to make sure he was doing a good job. So I could yell at him if he wasn't.
And?
I'm just kidding. He did a fantastic job. Even more, the product does an amazing job.
Like the craziest thing, everybody always asks about the smell, right? Like if you have cat vomit or dog vomit,
even from this far away,
and you vacuum, like if you use any cleaning product where you vacuum, or if you use a carpet cleaner, you get that kind of basic, not like a human vomit smell, but it's kind of a, you guys know what I'm talking about. This got rid of that. Like after I vacuumed, Jeannie's like, it smells so fresh in here.
After he vacuumed, he said, put your nose in it. And I was like,
no, you said it was fresh first.
I'm not putting my nose in it. He goes, get down there and put your nose in it and smell it. So I got down, but I smelled it from like this far away, and it was good.
I like touched my nose against the carpet. It's pretty awesome.
Nose in it.
So the other thing that's on there is the actual Duo system, which is the carpet cleaner. So people ask all the time, are we selling carpet cleaners? The Bissells, Dirt Devils, Royals, Hoovers. Like we sold the Royals for a long time. We thought they were great, and then they got bought. And the same Chinese holding company that makes all of them started making them. Quality went down. The parts started failing. Everything was bad. We stopped selling them. We sell the Duo system, which you get 5 pounds of the powder, a cleaning brush, and then you get a scrubber to do like larger areas of carpet.
When you say a scrubber, is it the machine scrubber? It's a machine scrubber.
It looks almost like a vacuum. It's got 2 scrub brushes on it. But the thing is amazing. There's a video on the product. On the product. So if you go to the Cibo Duo system, in the description, there's a video of us using it, and you can kind of see how it works. The thing's amazing.
It's amazing.
Normally $5.99. There's a national sale for $5.49. I've got it on the website right now for $4.99. I've got 2 of them in stock. It takes me 2 days to get more. I've got a bunch of this stuff in stock. So it's there. Really so regarding the giveaway, let's run the giveaway. we will do our little random comment picker. For those of you who don't know how this works, it is, let's see. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my random comment picker here.
What was the question?
It was about what the cleaning products that they can't live without.
While Patrick's doing that, so results from other questions regarding the website. Some of you said you want us to make it easier for you to find classes. So we're going to work on all of that. But I know at this point the easiest way is to just click on the calendar. And then I can't even tell you how the easiest way is. I do go on here sometimes. If you click on classes, then there's description. I honestly haven't even been putting descriptions in my thing, so I don't even know if that's how accurate that is. But I think it looks pretty accurate. If you just click on calendar, it shows you. And then click to see the class calendar. It'll show you what's coming up for the week. Yes.
So the winner of this,
I think she won last time, didn't she?
I don't know. Did she
Miss
win last time?
Cora Urbancic. Cora wins this. Just for what was her comment?
That we were cutting in and out.
Yeah. So you can cut just to tell us that you're cutting in and out. You can win something. This is for you, Cora.
So, and the winner of the SIBO Duo Clean Box is Kathleen Aldridge. She says she keeps 409 on hand, but would try that product if you would tell us more on it and what all it does. So, Kathleen Aldridge wins the Duo Cleaning Powder. Congratulations, Kathleen.
Do I have Kathleen's...
Gwen Clark says, Jeannie, you let Momo lick your mouth. You should smell the carpet close up.
I do. He today it was like
Oh,
full face. I need a snorkel. I need a snorkel because I keep my mouth shut so we're not making out. And then
It's so
when he's
gross.
licking my nose, I can't breathe. So I need a snorkel. It's how he shows me. It's one of the ways he shows me he loves
That
me.
he owns you? It's how he shows you he owns you?
I don't think so. That's how he shows me he loves me. Are you going to add another? Am I going to add another what? What are we talking
Another
about?
class, maybe?
Which class?
I was
Starting,
watching.
bill,
There's really not
mandate,
much to see.
surcharges. Not excellent.
Gina, you can just, yeah.
I'm not. Oh, getting to know your scan and cut. Are they going to add another? Let's do that. So we will add another get to know your scan and cut. Add another.
It is Tuesday, and
Cut.
I'm prepared for it to be a crazy day. I'm going to get going. Did you need anything else from me, sweetheart?
before our special guest. No, I think you can go. Let's talk
Bye.
a little bit about upcoming classes that are going to be happening. Number one, Home Sweet Haunted Home was so much fun. I'm actually finishing up my pillow, the bat one, because I'm adding a little bit into it, and that event was so stinking fun. I loved it. This week, there is a Serger 1 class, Serger 1, and that's going to be on the 26th. So I gotta see if we can add these to the calendar to add to the calendar classes. I have to write myself notes or else I'll forget. So there's Serger 1. So if you haven't taken that yet, it is for baby lock sergers. If you have a different brand, sorry. Just because you can spend 15 minutes, half an hour just threading those other ones, and the baby locks really are that easy. So Serger 1 class is going to be on Thursday from 10:30 to 12:30. There's an accessory class, and we do these once a month. Is going to be August 27th from 1 to 4. If you'd like to sign up for that, call the store or email me, and I will add you to that class. Next week, did you have...
I just want to mention one thing.
Sure, pop in.
Okay.
Here comes Michelle. Look at her T-shirt.
It starts today. Nula told me I could have a pumpkin spice latte starting today.
It is so
that
cute.
Starbucks has them.
And it looks so good with that navy blue.
So, in
What a
case
great
you
color
guys haven't
combination.
noticed, I love pumpkin season. So, those of you that were already on a wait list, I guess I could take this off, they can hear me, for Software 101, already on a wait list. I sent an email out last week asking you if you still wanted to be in the class and asking for a response from whatever email you had on file at the store. So please check your, hello Betty, please check your spam folder to see if you've got that. I'm gonna post the class beginning next week for the fall session. If you were already on the wait list, I sent out emails. If you did not get an email and you're already on the wait list, please call me at the store. I'll be here Tuesday through Friday, and we'll get you back on that wait list. And then on Tuesday of next week, I will open up the class with the dates of the fall session of Software 101 and the available spots that are left. Okay? Cool beans.
Perfect. I had a question from Dawn. She wants to know if we could add getting to know your Scan-A-Cut, so we'll add another
Yes.
one of those. Maybe
Absolutely.
we'll add it for the end of September?
Yeah.
Or very beginning
Yeah.
of October.
Yeah.
So we'll add another one of those.
Also, I am almost done with the next Scan-A-Cut Club class of layering vinyl. Those of you that were in the Trixie class yesterday know that I did some vinyl layering on my vinyl for the Trixie class. So, yeah, we're going to get going with layering vinyl, both regular, pressure sensitive, craft vinyl for that is repositionable or permanent, and heat transfer vinyl.
So you're going to be working with 3 types of vinyl in that class?
No, 2. Just
With
the,
2.
The
Heat
pressure
and pressure?
and pressure, yeah.
Okay. So working with 2 different types of vinyls and layering those vinyls.
Yes, we're going to have, everybody's going to do the same design. If you have a Disney machine, there's 2 Disney designs you get to pick from. If you don't have a Disney machine, there's 2 of the built-in designs you get to pick from. Mainly because, I don't want you picking the hardest one in the entire machine to start with, and that's usually what we do.
We're controlling the environment.
Yes, I control the environment for success, and then you can build on your success.
And then you could do something like this adorable T-shirt that
Yeah, this
Michelle is
wasn't
wearing.
even layering. This was actually my first heat transfer vinyl project ever.
Ever? You've had that for a while.
I have had it for a while.
How many washes has that been through?
Oh, at least 100.
That has been through
Yeah.
at least, not to focus in on that area,
Yeah,
but
well, yeah.
it's been through 100 washes,
At least.
and look how good it looks.
At least.
So if you wanted to make projects for the family, for the holidays, if you wanted to do a family reunion and do all the heat transfer for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I love heat transfer.
I do too, because you know what? I always have the best results with the heat transfer because it's permanent. It doesn't, if you follow the directions, it each type of vinyl has a different temperature setting, how long you set the heat for, and if it's a cold peel or a hot peel. And I have a chart for that. Because
She's got a chart.
There's a list for that. There's a chart for that. All right, I'll give it back to Jeannie. Don't forget, pumpkin spice season starts now. I'm tired of smoke. I'm tired of heat.
I
I
know.
want me some pumpkin spice.
Okay, let's
All right.
talk about a couple other classes, and then we will have our special guesty poo. So next week is going to be... Next week on Wednesday is going to be... Hey, ladies, can I have you just down there for a sec? Okay, we're going to be doing Enhancing Your IQ, Volume 4, Creating a Knockdown Stitch, which is this. And this is based on Salima Jaffer's Enhancing Your IQ series. So that's going to be on Wednesday the 1st from 10 to noon. So you can get signed up for that. In that afternoon is going to be the Solaris and Luminaire embroidery class. That is a complimentary class if you've gotten that machine. On Thursday, that is going to be Solaris IQ Designer Design Center class, where we're going to be doing this, where we're going to be scanning in an image, applying line properties, applying fills, showing you how to stipple around something. So this class is going to be on Thursday the 2nd. I also added another one because people were asking about just for the Destiny, the Dream Machine, the Meridian, the Altair. So that has been added to Wednesday the 15th. So if you have one of those machines and you want to take the IQ class for the IQ Designer or the Design Center, that's going to be on the 15th. Let me make sure it's been added to the website too. Make sure IQ class for the 15th is added to the website. I know a lot of you have been waiting for that, so that is now up on the calendar. Same project, we just split it into the different machines because the icon and the interface is a little bit different. Linda, I'm not sure. Make sure replied, email me, and I'll make sure that Michelle gets that. So, what else is on there? There is a aerial sewing class on Friday, next Friday the 3rd. That is going to be, that's going to also be the journey and the aerial. And then the following week, there's a Solaris and Luminaire embroidery class on the 8th. Michelle's Get to Know Your Scan and Cut is on the 10th, but that class is sold out, so we will be adding another one. And I have another Serger 1 class on the 10th from 3 to 5. I'm going to work on getting these. The complimentary classes we haven't put up on the website before, but I'm going to work on getting those up there so you can sign up for those on the website as well. I want to show you a new class. Well, before I do this, we have a special guest, Miss Donna Rash. I'm ready.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm jabbering away. I'm ready to jabber.
Okay.
Where do I go?
I'm gonna call her, and
Guess who?
I was gonna say an oldie but a goodie.
I am an oldie but a goodie.
So when I first got started at A1, I came in and it was when Peter was here, and I came in and I said, I'd really love to come in and teach some classes. And he said to me, you're too busy, because I had twins, young twins, and all of that. And I was like, no, I'm not too busy, just something really part-time. And
I can take this off, right?
you can take that out. And did we start around? Were you here before me?
Yes.
Had you been here a while before me?
Yeah, I was a week after Sandy was hired.
Okay.
So
my mind is like mush, but so much of what I learned,
Hi, Gail.
I learned from Donna. I was like, I didn't know. I was self-taught. I didn't know anything, and
You knew a lot. You just didn't know.
I didn't know anything like technical. Like when we do our classes, a lot of that is based off of what I learned from Donna and what Donna taught me. So, she was my go-to,
Okay, we're done. with that.
Anyways, she's amazing, and
I've
she
become a
does
crier.
such amazing work. And she taught classes, but then grandkids came along, life came along,
Heartbeats.
and I've asked for a long time, like, hey,
You
you want
have.
to teach a class? You want to teach a class?
Between you and Peter, I have to say yes sooner or later.
Well, yeah, we
Yeah.
finally wore her down, and she is going to be teaching a class for us, and we're so excited. And if there's,
Hi, Don.
things I love about, she's amazing. Her work is
Well, don't.
fantastic. You'll learn so much. She's perfection. So,
Comes with age. So, I know a lot of you already know me. You've taken classes from me. You know how I teach. And I'm just so excited about this because I've been wanting to do this with Jeannie, and I have so missed not teaching. But we travel a lot. We're in an RV. And now my husband has the whole RV set up, so wherever I'm at, I will have internet. If it's out there someplace, I've got it. So that makes it so I can be able to do this wherever I'm at. I don't think I need to go through who I am. Do
she's
you?
amazing. You can.
Just a quick little overview. I always sewed garments and that, a little bit of quilting, but then I got into interior design, and I took my drapery fabrics that I couldn't find, and then I would start airbrushing them and creating my own fabrics for the customers. And then I started doing some thread painting on the fabrics because I wanted dimension. And then I went further and said, I need this to pop out. So then I used water-soluble threads. And this is back in the 90s when stuff wasn't really there, and I'd like a baby's room and puffy clouds on the valance and things like that. So it just kept going. And then my sister said, why don't you really get into quilting, Donna? And because I was told painting exactly that, applique looks. And that, so I did, and then it was 22 years ago, and now that's all I do.
22 years ago. Isn't that so funny?
That's crazy. And I love embroidery, but my absolute first love is applique. And
Applique, ladies.
and this is
So here's one of the blocks.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I mean, it's hard to appreciate this without seeing it in person. Look how cute that is. But I mean, the detail, the precision. I mean, how many times have you done a blanket stitch and you just don't know how to turn a corner? Or you just don't know how to space it out? Or you just don't know how to get it to be right on the line? I mean, everything I'm saying is my applique.
Yeah, and it's more than just a blanket stitch or a zigzag stitch. You can use just about any stitch if you practice it and know how to follow through with the stitch and go to the beginning of your stitch pattern. So just for example, on this one, with the pattern, I went ahead and embellished further. For example, it didn't have a hat on it.
You added his little hat?
So in this
Oh
class,
my God.
anything you want to add, you can. The sticks, I didn't have the fabric, so I used a cording thread, and I used some pearl cotton in it.
Look at
and
the sticks.
You can see.
So what did
there's
they have
dimension.
in the design?
In the design, it's just a piece of fabric. Everything is a piece of fabric. It was just like I wanted his eyes to pop out, so they're popping out.
Look at the stem of the leaves.
And I do not do hand embroidery except for French knots. So
On the guitar.
some of you might have taken my Stitcher's Garden class. That was so much fun. And that was just putting thread in front of the needle after each stitch. And then the author of this, I sent her a picture and she goes, I didn't know you could do that. So this is not completed. It will have a little bit of trapunto. It will have a little bit of thread work that's going to look like grass coming out of it. And then that'll be completed. So this will be a 12-month class.
Block of the month.
And it will start in January, and I will be sending Jeannie updates of completed blocks. But January's class, and people have taken my classes before, what I like to do, and it isn't included in the price of this class, is that I like to go over everything, let you know exactly what you need, how it goes, if things need to be pre-cut. This is how I want you to pre-cut it. This is how, I want you to label things. It sounds like I'm a control freak, and it is because I am. And I will show you.
I just love this. Look at the trees. So, I mean, you're going to work with different threads.
Different threads. I have a list here.
Let's take a look at the list.
Okay.
Because if you want to learn technique and you want to learn just working with all different types of notions and threads and
yes. It's
materials and I mean
it's everything.
you're going to learn so much.
I use just the blanket stitch to go around characters. After that, I love all the threads to go out, and I love using embroidery threads, pearl cotton. You have some razzle over there that I think is pretty dang interesting.
Razzle-dazzle, yeah.
Yeah. So you'll be learning how to audition all different kinds of stitches to see what you like. And then we will use feet that are included with your machine. I will always include those so you get familiar with them. There's 1 month that there's a tent, so we're going to put a zipper in it, and it's going to be come back, so it unzips as well. There is a little light that I can put in there that looks like it's a lantern. So there's ways that we can embellish. Okay, so the other things is like the cording foot. I love the fringe looping foot because that makes flowers on empty blocks that don't have a lot of things happening to it. Definitely open toe, walking foot, digital dual feet if you have it, using all 3 of those feet. Hopefully you have them because they sleep with me almost. 1/4-inch foot. Then we're going to use a bias binding foot, which you will be surprised on why we're using that. Candle wicking foot. If you're not familiar with that, that is for your decorative stitches that are way thick in your feet sometimes. Your foot doesn't want to go over it. It has a groove in it that it slips through. And there's certain circle attachment. Guess what that's going to be? I'm going to create a rainbow and we're going to put clouds on it. So I don't stick with her pattern completely. Border guide foot, when I have you guys create your own fabric, this works out great because it keeps everything straight and in a controlled area. We'll use embroidery threads, decorative threads, water soluble for trapunto. I am going to be working with, I'm hoping, and I'll get a feel for whoever is interested in the class, I would like to do this as a quilt as you go or a modified process because it's hard for me when the students are done and it's not completed.
Oh, yeah. So there'll be a finishing class?
Yes.
Something where you get it all done.
Yes, and it's all in your own thing. And then a little bit of the thread painting, like I was saying. So
little intro to thread paint. I've never thread painted before.
And it's so much fun, and it isn't a lot. I don't want anyone to feel overwhelmed at all by what I'm saying, because in all my classes, I've always said, if you don't understand how I'm explaining the process that I'm doing, then evidently I need to figure a new way to express to you how to do it, because I talk fast, I talk a lot. So that's basically what it is. Right now, I do not know the cost. That's something that Jeannie and
We'll have to work that out. We'll have to figure out
Mm-hmm.
the time and all of that. So we'll have a cost for you. We just wanted to kind of give you a little teaser and say, hey, look what's coming.
Yeah, and it is. It is in January. January, if you have signed up, that's when we will all probably be on the computer meeting each other. I doubt if things are going to get better quicker.
Yeah.
And just discuss everything, answer everyone's questions, some of the basics. I am a little bit of a stickler on the product. It sounds horrible, and I don't mean it that way. I'm not here just to promote for Jeannie. Of course, yes, but the other part is these are products that I've used for years and years, or I have modified.
Virtual. It'll be virtual.
Yeah. And I have set up an email account, and I'll discuss with you, because if there's questions about this that while I'm gone that people want answered, it will be up to you if the communication that way. You would always be able to get a hold of me.
You don't want to miss it.
It's
You don't want to miss this. If you love applique, and if you love feet, and if you love technique, and if you love stitches, or if you just want to learn something new, something that'll get you to stretch your brain a little bit, this is the class for you.
And also, I think the reason why I got so interested in this process and changing is that I did not have an embroidery machine that I could create all these things, and I thought, I'm never going to have an embroidery machine. Well, I do, and I love it, but then I still have to go back to this because this is like therapy for me.
Did you do this fabric, or is this?
This I bought.
This fabric is amazing for the stars behind the background and the sky.
So if you're interested, start looking at fabrics that have to deal with, don't go crazy like buy fabric that is total rocks, because then the eyes just look at the rocks. Instead, you could cut some out and applique it, and then you could stitch some greenery, some weed behind it, or a little flower. We've got flowers in most of our designs that we can create them.
Yeah, we're tickled. I'm so excited. And it's so funny because I had a lady that came in. She's like, I'm new to applique, and she was
It's a perfect class
working
for it.
on it. I was like, I've got the class for you.
I mean, it starts even from just squaring up your fabric properly, and when you're done, squaring up your block. So when you're sewing it on to the next one, you're going, why is that a 1/4 inch off? You know?
So finishing techniques too.
Yes, it is.
You know,
it's
and
all about it.
I feel like that's one of the most important things. Because I know I put my stuff together, and then it's the finishing. Like, and I think that's with anything, like my jewelry making. I want to know, like, or my knitting.
You were a perfectionist on the flame. With
All
that
of that, I'm always like, how is it finished?
Yes.
Because that.
And my mother, she would say we would make quilts together, and I'd be off by like 1/8 of an inch on a a Seminole border or whatever, and my mom would go, I won't say all of her words, but it was like, stretch it, it'll fit. And I go, well, I need to understand where did I lose that? And she goes, oh my goodness, Donna, you sucked the fun out of it.
Fun sponge.
Yeah. So I know a lot of you, I wasn't looking up, but for all of you that know me, I am going to be so happy to be communicating with you guys again. And
we're so excited.
to the newbies, once you meet me, you won't forget me.
Yes, Donna is and you could see that. All the people that were like, Donna sold me my first machine. Good to see you. We missed you.
Yeah.
So we're so lucky to have her back, and we're super excited, and we just can't wait. January won't come soon enough. But as we get closer, we'll be putting together, more of a description, the cost of the class, what's going to be required
And
for
I'll
the class.
send you pictures
Is
of
this
completion.
not a beginner class?
I would enjoy having a beginner, and you know
An
why?
enthusiast, we call them enthusiastic beginners.
They have no idea or already predisposed thoughts of someone telling them how to do something. And I have had students that would, can I say buck heads with me? Just a little bit. And I would say, you know what, I just want you to do the technique the way that I'm showing you. When you go home and you practice it, if it doesn't work for you, then
Go
do
back.
your thing. But
Yeah.
you pay me to teach you a process.
Yeah.
And that's what I love.
Try something new.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
if
what I
you're
did.
done,
I went great.
If you are an applique expert, maybe you try this too. Maybe you'll learn something different. We all have
Or I
different
could learn
ways of-
something from you as well. I am always open. And Michelle Gilmartin, when I first started working years back, I'm putting you in this, girl. We used to do a few of the shows at the Grand Sierra. And boy, she would show me these feet, and then she'd turn me loose, and I'd look at her, and my eyes are like bulging. But she's the one who always encouraged me to say, you know what, try the feet. It's not going to hurt anything. Try the feet. And I was addicted. I own them all.
So,
Yep.
is there hand sewing in the applique?
Okay, no. This is why the author of this, I told her I do not.
Let's look at the guitar,
The guitar, that was done by a stitch on the machine.
and let's look at the leaves.
All of that, I do nothing by hand except for French knots. That's it. And my machine
Look at-
doesn't do French knots. I used to
I know.
have one that did.
Really, I want to show them that little. Look at his little hat that she added.
And every month, I change things on it.
Looks
and,
so good.
And what I love the most about the pattern is not so exacting. So that arm may not be fitting perfect like our typical applique patterns that we buy. And so you are going to have to learn, okay, well, if I cut this a little bit maybe, or if I tweak it this way, then who knows? This is your creation. It isn't the author's creation, it's your creation.
It's fantastic. I mean, just the trees and just Donna's use of fabric, and where she put in like just little candle wicking just inside of the tree, and the way she put the it's not what's the trunk
Yeah, I put branches in.
branches
So
branches in that tree and this tree over here with the decorative gridwork design within the
Yeah.
tree. It's the details. It's the little details. Are all the locks on that same woodsy theme?
blocks. It is having to do all with camping. We do have some pictures. Do you want to show them?
Sure.
Do you have time?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know with the plastic if it's going to affect. You will be doing.
Should we show them this?
Yeah, you can show all that.
Okay, so this is what it's
Awesome.
based off of. Oh, upside down.
Yeah, that works.
Based off of this.
And the quilt size is 54 by 70.
And there is some traditional quilting too.
Yes, you do learn that. And if you are a quilter and you always wonder why the tips of your stars are not there, I'll tell you why. I'll show you.
Yeah.
And stuff. So all of it is, it's like I am a person that camps, but this isn't even for me. This is for my son who bought a fifth wheel.
Yeah. So it doesn't, if you're not a camper, it doesn't have to be for you. You could
Yeah.
give it to somebody, but it's the technique and it's everything that you're going to learn and all the experiences you're going to have with this.
My son won't use it. He'll say it's an heirloom.
Yeah.
He will. And
Oh yeah, I wouldn't use it either. I wouldn't, this for me, I would hang.
Yeah.
Would
If
you
I
use
had a big enough wall.
Would you use this? I wouldn't
Yes,
use it. Oh my
yes.
God, I just couldn't. It's just like.
I know. Some of the people, when we're camping, they come into my RV and they see the quilts and the pillows and things like that. And
That
they go,
you're using.
Yeah, and they go, "You're using that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what we make them for."
So, look for some more detail this fall, and then the class will launch in January.
January will be the first meeting.
What
and
if we fill up a session?
If we fill up a session, then I can do a second one, but it all have to be on the same
Yes.
day.
Okay, so maybe
Yeah.
a morning
A
session
morning
and an
class
afternoon, session.
So as we progress, you could list it that way, and
Sure.
Because I'll just let you know I'm way better in the morning. Afternoon, I fry.
I feel
no,
the
but that's
same way
5
these
p.m.
days.
But I'm that way.
See?
So
Get excited, ladies.
Yeah,
It's
and-
going to be a good one.
I look forward to it because I've really missed not teaching classes. It's been 5 years.
Yeah.
Since I've
Wow.
been here. So
And if you're from out of town, it gives you an opportunity to work with Donna too.
I might be in the same town as you.
Yeah, those are the good. I have like Momo here in my mouth. Those are the pros of Zoom at this point. Is you don't have to be here. Donna can be traveling, and we can still do the class and get to everyone. So
Okay.
thank you, Donna.
You're
We're so excited.
I'm jazzed. Excellent.
Excellent.
And it was nice hearing from you, ladies. And I'll talk to
And
you
we
in
look
January.
to much more with Miss Donna. So,
Okay.
all right. Thanks.
Okay. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
I want to show you one more class that's going to be coming up, and this is absolutely gorgeous. And this is another Michelle Burritt creation. It is going to be exploding 9-patch. Look how beautiful this is, and I'm thinking we can probably kit this out. So this is going to be an all-day class, and you should be able to get the entire thing done except for your binding. The binding's going to have to go on later. I put this down to take pictures of it and in my house, and there's a little bit of Momo hair on here. I will get that off, Michelle. So isn't this perfect? So you can, starting this winter, you can put it on your table and have it on your table all winter long. But aren't these fantastic? So this is called an exploding 9-patch. And you're going to learn how to put this together. There is going to be quilting with a walking foot, straight line quilting. You're going to be piecing, and it's just amazing. Don't you love this? It's just absolutely gorgeous. So you're also going to be doing quilt as you go, which is fantastic. So that's why you see these right here. Quilt as you go, that technique, if you've never done it before, it makes it easier on your machine where you're not working and putting everything all together. You can work with the blocks and then quilt them and put them. Okay, all right. You like work a block at a time and then you put it together. So piecing, quilt as you go, quilting, you're going to learn so much in this class, and it's going to be a one-day class, and you should be able to get it done except for the binding. You're going to put it together with the binding. You'll do your own binding technique, whatever you want to do. But we're so excited about this too. Michelle's got this. And then we're going to be starting in January as well. We're going to be doing the table toppers. So we have a lot going on at A1, especially for our quilting ladies. I know if you haven't felt the love because we do so much embroidery, but we have so many wonderful instructors that are here in the area that are going to be teaching classes. This is already on the calendar. It is on there without the pictures because I just took the pictures this morning, and then I'll go ahead and add them to that. So if you want to wait until tomorrow, actually I don't know if it's up there yet because I don't know if Christine put it up there. If you want to wait until tomorrow, this will be up there, and it's going to be September 25th. September 25th from 10 to 4. Piecing, quilt as you go, quilting. This is going to give you a lot of bang for your buck. You're going to learn a lot in this class. And it's just so gorgeous. I love the I mean, I have no idea how you do exploding 9-patch. But It's fantastic. So it's a virtual class too. Everything we have right now is going to be virtual for a while until the numbers go down. As far as COVID, we're just going to be waiting and to have in-store classes. We're just going back to virtual. Not on yet, but it will be on there. I sent it to Christine. I'm going to add the pictures. I'll do that as soon as we get off, and just look for it today. So that's it, ladies. I don't think I have anything else to share. I hope to have some. Finished projects to show you tomorrow. But we'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe. Stay out of the smoke. Do you guys want a kit for this? Because I think I can kit it out. So let me see if I can kit it out, what the cost will be, and I'll let you know about that tomorrow. We'll see you later. Stay safe.